Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is me, attorney Hadi Harp, and today's a special day because we are going to be taking a field trip. Okay, we're going to be taking a field trip down to the Michigan Unclaimed Property website. It is a Department of Treasury website in the state of Michigan. And as you can see here, right in the middle, they have paid over $485 million in the past 5 years. And guess whose money that is? That is your money. That is $500 million that they have paid to you from you. And you may ask, well, how is that possible? In fact, every state has one of these divisions, and I'm sure there have been tens of billions of dollars that have been transferred to people over the years. And the reason that this department exists and the reason this money is actually your money is because people leave bank accounts and assets behind both during their lifetime and, more importantly, when they pass away. So it is critical, if you're doing your estate planning, to have a complete account of assets that you are either incorporating into your estate plan or at least making a note so that your family knows that property exists, so that if you pass away, it's not left blowing in the wind. Okay. If you have a bank account with $100,000 in it and you pass away and don't tell your family about it, guess what? That money is ultimately gonna is cheat back to the state, because the bank is like, look, there's been no activity. We've tried to find this guy. He's not here. We don't want to hold on to somebody's money if we don't know if he exists. Maybe he passed away. So they give that money back to the state, and the state holds on to it until someone comes knocking on the door trying to make a claim against it. So don't put your family in that situation. You need to make sure you're accounting for all of your assets and you have what's called an asset inventory that you can keep along with your estate planning documents that you can update over time so that you don't end up squandering accounts and assets that your family could be putting to good use when you pass away. So that's today's video. And before I conclude, it's if you own any cryptocurrency, for example, the same concept applies, except there's no unclaimed property division at Bitcoin. You can't go to Bitcoin and be like, "Hey, where's your unclaimed property division?" If your family doesn't know you have cryptocurrency as part of your estate plan, there's going to be no way for them to retrieve it. Okay. Even if they know you have that cryptocurrency, there's going to be no way for them to retrieve it unless you've left them the critical pieces of information in order to access that asset. So that's the 2020 version update of the unclaimed property situation. You can't leave behind assets if you don't account for them. And part of your estate planning should be figuring out what assets I own and documenting them in a way that your family can utilize in the in the eventual demise that happens when someone passes away, unfortunately. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video, or at least you learned something. There may be money right now for you. You can literally go in here, click get started, put your name in, put your city in, and it's gonna spit out a bunch of information with people and accounts and things. I don't want to put in anybody's stuff here, but it's a public website. Let's just put in Smith. Smith is a very popular name. Let's go put in the city of Detroit, and I'll show you. Um, Here we go. We've got over 1,000 unclaimed properties here in the city of Detroit. There is a Smith who is owed between $100 and $250 from the Kmart Corporation. Looks like Ford Motor owns Smith, under $100, but it could be over $250. Looks like there's a bank held by a Smith uh, in the city of Detroit that is now, held by the state. Money exists. These accounts exist. How do they get there? People don't leave instructions behind for their family. That's what estate planning is partly about. You got to do it, and you can contact us at estateplanchat.com in order to discuss your options. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. How do I get out of here? How do I stop this? I was inside of the matrix. Okay, here we go.